having already covered the elements, the fundamentals, where we talked about the swing, the rotation and the sway, and how we accomplish those things with good posture, now's the time that we can actually get into some of the arm styling that goes along with them.
Right, so we're going to show you just the basics of arm styling and how it relates to your base technique that we taught you earlier. So we talked about swing, which was that swing forward and backwards, so swing. We talked about rotation, so we had rotation that turned the steps. So we have our upper body and lower body rotation, and we also talked about sway, making sure it happens from the hips. So now the fun part again about smooth is because we don't have to stay in closed hold, we release hold, we get sometimes a freestyling arm, sometimes two arms. So we're going to talk about what we can do to accentuate, and I talk about this, that you want to amplify what the base technique is doing to reflect into the styling of the arm. So instead of just putting your arm out, you actually want to show technically what's going on downstairs and amplify it out into your frame. So if your frame is this big in closed position, it can be this big when you open up.
So you have a source, and then you have a reflection of what's happening at the source. It's like your arms are the peripheral.
Right, exactly. So now, we talk about circles. So first we had our swing, and now with the swing, we talk about a circle that reflects the swing. So I'll just demonstrate that circle first. So we have a circle that goes around beside our body right here, as if you were swimming freestyle, and it can go either direction. So if I was moving forward, this circle would go this way. If I was going backwards, it would go this way. So I have this circle.
So the swing completes the circle.
Right, so I complete the circle that swing is creating up to the pendulum point at the beginning. We also have rotation and sway. So for rotation, if we put our arms out, we have like a hula hoop around us. We have this big circle that's going around us. And so when we're turning, we can show the reflection of the rotation in the base through our arms. So we can go around. It can also come around our head anywhere lower. So we can have low circular arms out in front of us in frame, above our head, anything that shows a circle in this direction when we're doing turning actions.
So this is a circle that goes parallel to the floor.
Right, like a frisbee. Okay, we also have sway. So the sway is where the hips were tilting from side to side, so our circle now will go around in front of our face, okay? Behind us. It's just the one that circles this way now. So we have a circle that goes from this side of the pendulum up to this side. Okay, so we have sway circles, rotation circles, and swing circles that we're reflecting the base technique up into the arm. So an example of a step that we can use, the free arm showing these circles, is just a hover to an outside change, showing the swing circle first. So if we come out, and if we just do a hover, you can see that we're swinging up, and then we're swinging back, and then I swing up into this position here. So we'll just show you that one more time. And we have swinging forward and swinging back, and it goes to the back part of the circle as we come out. Okay, so that's our swing circle. We also have rotation circles. So we have, when we're doing side by side, you see change of places all the time. So you can see that we're filling up this rotation circle in front of us. Okay, I could do a free spin past Michael, and I could do a lower turn, and you can see those circles being rotary there. Okay, we also have sway circles. So if we did an explosion in our Viennese waltz, so you can see we've got the sway of this hip, so you can see this circle that we're creating, we can follow it through. So as the right hip goes up, the arm is circling over, and then as we come back in, it's following the sway underneath here. So we come back into each other here. So swaying out and swaying in. So this is a big amplification of what's going on into base.
So would it be fair to say that the sway circle is more a side-by-side circle, And the swing one's more a forwards
Then
and back one.
Exactly, and then the rotary is around your body.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's what we base our arm styling off. Now obviously we're just talking about the biggest circle that you can do. You could obviously do smaller actions. You can make the circle smaller. It looks nice sometimes if the man is doing a bigger circle and the lady is doing a smaller circle within. So I could do an inside turn. I have a small circle and the man could do a larger circle around my head. So there's many different ways that we can play with this. It's kind of endless as long as you don't lose your good form and base technique underneath.
What Tony and I hope we have managed to show you today are the basic building blocks of the American Smooth style, all the way from the fundamentals up through how you style it with your arms at the end. The great thing about American Smooth is no two couples need to look exactly the same, because it's so open to interpretation. Your personality as a couple is free to come through.
Now what we want to make sure is that when you do your styling and put your individual style on, is that it's based on good technique. So really the circle styling that we started introducing to you at the end, that's just a guideline. You can pretty much do whatever you want as long as the base technique is correct and the body line and the frame is still correct. Now we go into a lot more detail in our styling videos for our waltz, tango, foxtrot and Viennese waltz, where we talk about the character of each of the dances, how to style really specifically for those dances and talk about musicality, etc. So if you want more detail, we need to take you into a deeper level for you, but at least you have a solid understanding of the base technique that is needed to grow and do really beautiful smooth styling.